Good evening, my name is Christopher Wood, and for tonight's presentation I will be describing how to install one of the best drawing apps I've used so far when it comes to drawing and sketching. Me personally, I don't consider myself much of an artist. I'm always on the go, so I really don't have time to sit down and draw or to sketch something. So I found this app on the Play Store that kind of helps out with that. What you're going to need is an Android device. I'm not really for sure right now if it's on any Apple devices, but you can feel free to check. Once you have your desired device, you're gonna go to your Google Play Store, and when it opens up, you're gonna go to your search bar and you're gonna type in Sketchpad. And once it comes up, you should be greeted by a screen that has some of these options. Now, the best one that I've decided to use so far is the second one. The second and third one are basically the same app, but the third one has a few different ones for more advanced drawers. But since we're talking about beginners, you're going to choose the second one. And once you get to it, you'll be greeted by a screen that says install or open. And for me, I already have it on, so it'll have uninstall, but for you should have install. Once you have it, you're going to open your app, and you'll be greeted by a white screen. To begin with, everything should be in default since you just downloaded it, but there are different options and different settings depending on what kind of tools and such you want to use. I do want to point out that there are tons and tons and tons and tons of different options, settings, tools to use, but the best one I found to use is just the regular pencil if you really don't have a lot of time to search through each particular drawing utensil. I do want to point out that there is a color wheel, and it should be up here. It should be like a rainbow circle. So you're gonna click that, and you're gonna be greeted by outer circle and an inner square. The outer circle basically just gives you the basic colors on a color wheel in terms of lightness and darkness. And the inner square will give you the lightness and darkness of that particular color that you choose on the outer circle. If you don't really find the best color up here, you can feel free to configure down here using the like a color wheel bar, the lightness and darkness and the grayness or whiteness of that color. Once you have everything in order, I'm just going to show you how to draw a basic smiley face or stick figure. So once you have your color and everything in order, you're going to simply just drag your index finger, thumb, pinky, whatever you decide to use. You can use styluses if you have that handy, but for this tutorial I'll just show you how to use the finger. So what you want to do is you're going to just drag your finger, make a circle, a line, feet, arms, and maybe a face. So I'm going to draw an eye, a nose, and a smile. I know it's basic, but trust me, there are tons and tons and tons and tons of different settings to enhance your picture and make it really look like it's a work of art. Once you're done, you're going to want to save your work of art. And to save, in the upper white lighter box, there should be 4 squares, and you're gonna click it. You're gonna be greeted by 3 different options. The first option, I know you really can't read it up here, but the first option says new sketch, which will basically delete everything on screen and just give you a fresh sheet of paper. The second one will be a save option, the one that we're gonna be using, and the third one is gonna be gallery, but I'll show you how to use that later. So what you first want to do is you're gonna click the save, and you should get a message at the bottom saying that it's successfully saved to the gallery. And next, what you want to do when you want to access your gallery, you want to click the 4 squares again and go down to the bottom where it says gallery. And from here, you can access all the current or old drawings that you have done. Me personally, I do use this app to draw self-portraits and portraits of my friends. And for example, I will show you one that I did of me. Now this one in particular is one of the first ones that I've actually drawn by myself. A lot of people ask me how I done it, and I really can't explain. It's not the neatest What I did was I used a picture out of my phone for reference, and I just looked back and forth, and tried to get the features right, but I really don't. I really messed up on the nose and the eyes as well as my mouth. But it is good, starting out. Another one I've done that's a little bit better is one I did of one of my friends. She really enjoyed it. So I used a picture of her as well as one of my templates to go back and forth and decide what how to draw the picture. So in closing, my name is Christopher Wood. I really hope that you like this tutorial. I am using a school laptop, so the resolution wasn't as good as I would like for it to be, as well as my lighting wasn't as good. But I do appreciate you for coming this far and listening to what I had to say. So good night, and I hope you enjoyed this app tutorial. Why don't you give it a try sometime?